get that one to go. Montrezl Harrell comes in, and Harrell banks it home on a foul.
Inside, and Harrell with a great play.
How about Harrell? Little dribble, nice-looking jumper there. He's got 18.
Inside, Harrell with a pirouette. He puts it through in a foul.
Trez is being that junkyard dog, rolling and rebounding and making plays in the paint.
Winnowing his way through. Schroeder put back up and in. Harrell.
Harrell's going to hit another one. 20 points for Montrezl Harrell.
Now, I know it has only been 2 games, but boy, is Montrezl Harrell picking up where he left off as the reigning sixth man of the year. What may be even more impressive is he has been able to remain so dominant despite being in a new uniform, now with the purple and gold. Through 2 games, Trez is averaging 19.5 points per game, 8.5 boards, shooting a dominating 80% from the field. That 19.5 points per game, by the way, has him number 3 in terms of bench scoring for the entire league thus far. How has he been able to do it? Let's find out. Trez is standing by with our Mike Trudell.
All right, Montrezl Harrell kind enough to join us after he just got done warming up on the floor. Trez, first of all, I just want to ask you how you felt so far in purple and gold. You guys have 2 games under your belt. You've been really efficient, which is something we saw from you really previously in your career. But how are you feeling comfort level-wise thus far for the purple and gold?
I feel great, man. These guys have welcomed me with open arms, man. This is a great team to be around, man. I can see the chemistry that they built from last year, even carrying over, to these 2 games that we played, man. And they've accepted all of us with open arms, man. Everybody who stepped on this team who wasn't a part of it last year.
You know, I asked Frank Vogel after the game. He's used to getting an efficient point production from AD, from LeBron, and then you, Schroeder, and Kuz all had efficient nights as well, and he just called it a ton of firepower. How are you seeing things balance offensively, knowing when to be aggressive, when to give the ball up? How are you playing all that so far?
Honestly, man, I'm never really more so looking for my offense, man. I'm doing anything and everything I can to get these guys open on the team with AD and Bron and, Dennis going downhill and getting to the basket. And, like I said, man, I'm just doing everything I can to just put those guys in a great position to score the ball, and 9 times out of 10, I reap the benefit of it. Something I've been doing a lot of my career, man. It's nothing no different here, man. I've been around a talented group of scorers for, pretty much all of my career. Houston, last year with the Clippers, and, here is no different.
For sure. So on the defensive side of the court, Frank Vogel loves to focus there, loves to talk that side. What is it that they're asking you to do, Montrez, on the defensive side of the court, and how do you think that part is evolving so far early in the season?
I think it's going great, man. It's going pretty well. Still coverages that I got to understand and terminology that they do certain things. But, we utilize what I do best and, the things that I do best on the defensive end, being up with screeners and being active, being able to move my feet when guys come off the pick and roll, man. So we utilize that instead of, me just having to play back and, try to catch guys who are a lot bigger than me, man. So it's just a lot of different terminology over here. But like I said, man, it's still a growing process. It's still a learning process that we're learning throughout our whole team, really, man. So it's still going to be a process, but, I'm enjoying every step of the way.
All right, and the last one I got for you, Minnesota's going to be without Cat tonight. Of course, their best player, All-Star's been really good on both sides of the ball this season. How do you look at a team that is without their star and that essence and knowing that you can't take that to heart too much, right? Because other guys are probably going to step up.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't know he was out until you just said it. We prepare, or I prepare every game as if, a team is going to be at full strength, and, it's going to be no different mindset as if he was out there on the floor. Really, for me, I think that's the same approach that we have with our whole complete team. Nobody really overlooks anybody, man. This is a different type of feel and a different type of season that we're playing with as far as, circumstances. As you can see, this is an empty arena compared to what it would be on a normal night. So I think everybody on our team, including myself, man, we're taking it one game at a time and learn the process as we go, but we're not taking anything for granted either.
Trez, last thing, super quick. So we got to get you with Big Game James Worthy sometime. Talk about what it's like growing up in a small town in North Carolina, right? We got to get you guys connected on that at some point.
For sure, man. I definitely love to sit down and chat it up about it.
All right, for sure. Trez, I appreciate it. Have a good game tonight, all right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We got you a cigar and some drinking with Trez and LeBron now.
Man,
I got a show ready to go.
I would love to sit down with Montrez, man. North Carolina, he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
Tough dude. He's a man.
We'll get him in here one day.
Yeah, man. Now that he said that, I'm gonna go pick him up.
There we go.
Nah, I can't pick him up now, but when the time is right, we'll get together.
Big Game Alley, we got a new segment. It's called Fish's Focus.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Good time.
Good time. Ooh, fish is focused. Montrezl Harrell, he's been a monster on the offensive glass. That's what I always loved about him when he was with Houston, when he's with the Clippers, because he kills other teams. Show us how he's doing the work early.
Well, we talked a little earlier, right, about Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee's shot blocking being gone. One of the other areas that you're going to miss Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee is on the offensive glass. And Montrezl Harrell
You ain't
is
doing fish is
already
focused
showing us how much of a difference not only he's going to make himself, but the mentality of other guys going to the offensive glass. Montrezl hiding out in the short corner here in this dunker spot, we like to call it, behind the defense. And when that shot went up, he was able to shoot in front of Dallas's player without vision, gets to the offensive glass. He and Markieff there battling, get to the foul line, getting free throw attempts for the Lakers, which they're going to be one of the league-leading teams getting to the free throw line all season. Here, Montrezl deciding, okay, I'm not close enough to crash the glass this time. Dallas likes to play in the open court. Let's get back, get our transition defense set. Okay, Kuz chases it down, shoots it, eyes to the rim. What he does best, he sees the open lane. He's going to get the basketball. Look at the elevation. Look like big game back in the 80s.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting up above the rim. Finish and one there. Here, doesn't get it in transition. Goes to go to the dunker spot. Again, sees the shot go up, right? Knows Doncic doesn't want any with that. Goes after, pursues it, saves the basketball back inbounds. Back in again. Waiting for his opportunity. Patience, right? See the patience.
Oh, I love that one.
Flash, duck in, quick finish, up to the rim. And so as you can see there with Trez, even on a couple of the plays where he didn't necessarily get the basket, his activity, his commitment to pursuing the ball when shots go up, that is going to be an added bonus for the Lakers. And with the amount of threes they shoot and the long rebounds, look for Trez to dominate the glass all season on the offensive end.
Some guys know how to get buckets with the basketball in their hands. He knows how to get them away from the ball. You saw that. He saw that was Luka. He went and pinned him, sealed, catch and finish.
You need those guys.
Have to. Big game. I want to show you something. That was Fish's focus right there. Now we're going to go inside access. Give you some numbers to look at. Trez is shooting 80% from the field. So these numbers are all great. 91% in the restricted area. He was 68% a season ago. The rest of the paint, he's made 60%. But look at the mid-range. This is important. A perfect 3 for 3 this season. He only made 4 all of last year. If he can make that shot, and he told us in the offseason when we interviewed him, James, that that's what he worked on, what does it do for his offense? Because he's confident right now facing up.
You know, it just goes to show you the progress and how smart he is. He knows what the opponents are going to give him, so he goes and works on it in the offseason. Geeta, if he can knock down 1 or 2 of those a game, from 15 feet, that's going to open up a lot for his game, especially if he can add the pump fake, drive to the cup. If he can knock down the 15-footer, I think that's a major addition to his game, because inside the paint, he is a terrorist. If you're an opponent, you don't want to see this guy on a nightly basis. He does not take any plays off. He likes to bang. That step in that Fish showed, that is an old school step in from the baseline, coming in and boxing out. He's an amazing talent, but if he adds the 15-footer, just a little face-up jumper, that's going to make him even more dangerous.
I remember you telling us when you were young in your career, one summer when you worked on that, you came back, it never left you, and you had it for the rest of your career, and it turned you into a multiple-time All-Star. All right, Allie, I want to show you the shot chart.
Yeah.
Inside access, Fish's focus, Allie's shot chart.
Love it.
What do you see here from Montrez?
The big fella loves to feast inside the restricted area. Because you just mentioned he's a guy that doesn't need the ball in his hands. He can dominate and impact away from the basketball. I've said it from day one. It's a beautiful thing to see. You also mentioned he's shooting 80% from the field this season. Montrez, guys, has been in the top 10 the last 3 seasons in field goal percentage. You see all but 3 shots on Christmas Day came inside the paint, inside that restricted area. And you know what? He's said it since day one. When he's playing alongside 2 superstars in LeBron James and Anthony Davis, he wants to make their job easier. And not to mention, we know that they're going to have the ball in their hands the majority of the time. This dude right here, he plays with such hustle and swagger that it's so much fun to watch. Christmas Day, do you guys remember he did a somersault on the floor mid-game? I mean, come on, it was probably the highlight, if not the highlight, of the entire day. I mean, he's just got so much energy, and the guys love to play with him. We've seen it on social media. If it's not on social, it didn't happen. It's all over.
Will it make the top 10 plays of the season so far.
Of ours?
Yes.
It better be number one.
I don't know, because guess what? When you're a good team, it's fun to do top 10 plays. We already have a top 10
good
for the
segue.
season already. It's only been 2 games, Fish. We got a top 10 already.
That's impressive,
It's
Geets.
Sunday night, Fish. All right, here we go. Number 10, opening night. Big game.